I gonna leave my world behind. And on up south, I'm gonna see if I can rewind. Come on down south, I can meet some friends of mine.
Ooh, baby! Here we are yet again after about fucking 8 months since my last SANT subjective review upload. But we must wait no longer. I'm finally returned and I'm here to review South Park, A Fractured But. Jesus. Looks like I still have some leftover pyrotechnics there. That was weird. Anyway, let's get on with the review. Let's get on with the review. This is my subjective review. This is not professional or objectively at all. This is my experience as a whole. And I will be going over the different things that I really liked, and I will talk about why I liked them, such as the music, the art direction, and much more, and what have you not. I will have random clips play in the background, and I will usually, whenever I want to talk about something, I'll put on a clip to represent what I'm talking about. You feel me? You get me? Well then, let's get on with the review, shall we? Let's start off with the basics. Now the plot of South Park A Fractured Butthole sees you go back once again to, of course, South Park, and as a continuation of the story of A Stick of Truth, where you yet again take control of your good old character, New Kid. But instead of the medieval fantasy world, you're instead taking control of a new theme for this game. Superhero theme. Which I can't believe I'm saying it, but I actually like it more than the fantasy one. You're basically trying to create a superhero career with Carbon as the leader, with 2 different factions. Coon and Friends, which is the one you start off with Carbon, and then Freedom Pals.
If he tries anything funny, kill him.
What? Now the story starts off pretty simple. You are a superhero and you want to build your franchise, and given that you guys are just a bunch of small kids, your first mission is of course to try and find a missing cat named Smurfles. Now, not to spoil too much, but this is a South Park game, so things can get a little bit crazy. But more on that later on. For now, I just want to finish off the story/plot section off with just talking about how absolutely fucking blasted off I was when I played this game. Like, I came in knowing that this was gonna be itchy. I mean, for God's sake, I dressed up like a motherfucking KKK member, and I made my character look like a baby Hitler. And this game still surprised me with how absolutely fucking batshit insane it was gonna get. I had to fight fucking pedos twice!
No kids in touching range. This is so frustrating. Operation Make Jared seem like a 70% normal human is a total failure.
Oh my god.
I had to fight Jared from fucking Subway. And let's not talk about the fucking Catholic priests. You can watch that in the first video in this game. There was also the gay fish, which if I remember is a Kanye reference.
This child has incredible powers.
I'm supposed to do something completely else right now. This is not my mission.
And we shall be magically transported to help her.
Touch a little gay what? Oh!
And don't even get me started on the totally not unstable, unhealthy, and very mysterious and lore-filled relationship between your character and your parents.
Sweetie, you forgot to eat your dinner. Mommy put it down on the table. Come on, honey. Gotta eat your supper.
Did you put more of that stuff in our child's food?
Shut your fucking mouth!
How do we know that medicine doesn't have side effects, huh?
You know the child needs the medicine as much as I do!
You drunken whore!
Fucking pothead! How dare you make our child choose sides? You put the medicine in his food, too!
I'm not having anyone choose sides! Go on down and eat your supper, champ.
I hate it here.
But you know, that's the thing why I really fucking like this game. I absolutely love this game. Why I love this game. It can be so hilariously unhinged.
Oh, god damn it. I'm getting sick and tired of these fucking hellbillies.
They took our job. They took our game.
Wait
Wait a minute. I thought we were mad because of their gender choice and
Oh
sexuality.
my god, no!
No, those are those other guys. We just want our jobs back. Oh, well, let's get your jobs and make fun of them for their form of self-identification.
I hate hillbillies, man. I'm gonna rip your mind.
Really giving him shit.
Glitter time, bitch.
Back up. Oh shit, there's a black kid here.
Oh god damn it.
That's what you get, you fucking... Ow! Ah! I love you so fucking much.
Let's get high and make love.
I'm not making love, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you.
No, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you.
Oh shit!
Much working on a project. There was a huge storm and lightning blew my father off his workbench. I ran to help him, but at that moment, another blast somehow fused his power tools onto my body. I became a superhero, while my father was left mentally impaired.
I think you're right. Yeah, you know what? I think you might be right.
Here right now and stop keying my car.
Okay.
This is different.
I also love how absolutely fucking brutal this game can be, man. I mean, do I need to remind you of what happened to fucking Mr. Mackey? I think I do.
Mr. Mackey, there's cheese in your alcohol. You have to stop drinking.
No, but it's the holidays, boys. There's nothing wrong with a little drink on the...
Oh!
Oh god, it's them again!
What? Oh my god. The furries!
But I love how it can also be all of these things and yet still be somewhat really emotional from time to time.
I made a noise. I'm gonna do normal human things. Oh, I'm already done. Who am I?
Good kitty.
You know what? I think my backstory might be way sadder than the fact that my dad fucked my mom. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
You're the tickle bunny.
No, you're the tickle bunny. Oh, hey, kiddo.
Been out playing with your friends, honey?
This is a great town, isn't it?
I love it here. I'm so glad that all those years ago we came clean about our child's past. I feel like, I don't know, like our lives are different now somehow. I love you.
And I love you.
I love it here.
If only this worked on my mom.
Oh, that is terrible, bro.
And you know what? I feel like that says a lot about the writers. Now I know it's a South Park game, there isn't a whole lot of this soppy, sad and very emotional stuff. It's mostly just satirical, hilarious jokes meant to make fun of so many things, and I absolutely love it. But it is there. There is just a little hint of it. And because all of that, it really shows how wide-ranged the writers are. And that's something that I can really appreciate about this game. But that's pretty much all that I want to reveal, at least about the story and the overall plot of the game. Find a cat. That's your story. Build your superhero franchise. That's the groundwork. There's a lot more to it, but that's the groundworks. But overall, the story's just good. It's a good story, and it's really, really, really fucking fun. It's so fucking hilarious. But now with that out of the way, it's time for the next subject. Okay, time for probably the longest section of this whole review. The combat and gameplay. Now, how can I best describe the combat and gameplay? Well, in one word, it's good. No, you know what? 3 words. It's really fucking good. It doesn't count, by the way. Yeah, I don't count that as part of the words, that's just to introduce it. Really fucking good. That's the 3 words there, but you probably already guessed that already. But let me get more into the thick of it, of why this combat is really fucking good. And I will do that by basically showing you, well, just about basically what you can find and what you will experience in this game. So the combat of South Park: A Fractured Butthole is basically a turn-based game. As you can see in the footage right here, you can see how attacks has a pattern to them that will spread all over the field. And that pretty much designates about where your attack hits and what it will do. Now you will have 3 available heroes. There will always be you, which you can modify in so many different kinds of superpowers with a wide range of things. And then you also have your 3 buddies, which is all of the different characters from South Park, all the kids' characters of course, and they are all completely unique in their own right. But let's look a little bit closer at what you as a person can attack. Now all in all, the combat is fairly simple, but there are a few things to know. Is that there are 4 different types of attack in this game. There is brawn, brains, spunk, health. And then we also have move, which is basically how many tiles you can move at once. You also have a special little DNA by the side here, which can give you a boost in whatever kind of attack you specialize in. I, as you can personally see, am a big brain boy. I like my brains to be huge, and the build that I've basically made is literally just the fucking Avatar, the Airbender, except I have all the moves. Now you don't have to go the road that I went with just specifying on one single thing. There is a veritable shit ton of fucking moves. So many classes as you can see, so many different kinds of ways to play the game, and you can mix and match through 3 different small attacks and then 1 super attack as you saw before, between all the different kinds of classes, which is very, very nice and very, very versatile. I just like big brain moves. And now as we're talking about super moves, let's see some really cool moves. I'm not gonna show all of them because I also want you to experience some of it on your own, but let's just see some of my favorite ones.
Get him. Get him, call girl. God, Jesus, the hiccups. That was awesome. Woo! Bam! Damn, that's pretty. Whoa! Did you?
So satisfying.
Yeah, that.
My god, it's so flashy. I absolutely love it. And it doesn't just stop there. There is of course also debuffs that you can put onto your enemies as well in the game. Take for example Gross Out, which is basically just poison, but it makes the enemies puke. Or maybe Burning, which is basically just burn effect. And a lot more. For example Charming and other stuff. Some things that enemies can do that you cannot do, and some things that you can do which enemies cannot do. And you know, it's just a basic good old fighting game. Debuffs and buffs here and there, and revives and all that jazz. It's pretty fun. It's very, very in depth for such a game that it's very satirical. But that's what I like about it. It's got such fucking good combat, and yet it is so absolutely ridiculous. Do you want to fight Shub-Niggurath? That name's gonna get me cancelled. The Black Goat of the Forest, which is being protected by a bunch of policemen who are totally not racist at all. By the way, the guy can only eat black people. Or maybe reenact the Hiroshima bombing.
What the fuck?
On the way.
Oh wait, that's not. Oh wait, that is. What's Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to bomb Japanese people given its history.
Or maybe you just want to play trumpet with your ass at some old people.
This is art. Music. Incarnate.
There's also an absolute shit ton of minigames as well. For example, Capitalism Simulator, playing dress up with your hero, torturing cardmen, a crafting system which you can level up and unlock even more crafting, or torture cardmen even more. Or maybe you just want to alter time with the power of your farts.
I am God! Oh! Anyone smell anything?
Holy shit, dude! What the hell just happened? Dude, it smells like rotten meat out here. Well, it looks like it's nighttime. Everyone regroup.
You can even grow a following on Instagram, I believe it's called. By simply taking selfies with everyone around in South Park and even random strangers as well, depending on if you can do that quest or not. God, I wish that was me. Or you can do whatever the fuck this is.
No one's ever seen shit like this before. You think this shit's crazy?
Now I do have to say, this does sound like I'm saying that there is a lot in the game, but most of the things that I described are just small mini games that takes you like 10 to 20 seconds to do. It's not really that big. And if I really have to judge the game harshly on this, it's that it's really hard to tell when you have a side mission or not. I can't really tell whenever I'm doing a side mission or not. It really didn't feel like there was a whole lot. It really felt like what I mainly did was just main mission, and then there's just a whole bunch of small side minigame and a veritably lot of fetch quests, like getting cats from a tree and, of course, my favorite, collecting yaoi pictures all around town. But overall, there isn't really much more than that than playing mini games and then doing the fun fighting as well. Enemies do respawn, of course, with fun and interesting fights. But I kind of wish that there were just a bit more side quest, or at least I was able to differentiate when I'm doing a side quest or not. I, myself, at the very least, was not able to differentiate what was a side quest and what was the main mission. That is like one of my biggest gripes with the game. But overall, what is there is fun. Oh yeah, and if you absolutely need to know, like 90% to 60% of all the minigames are based around you pooping or farting. I do also have to give it one more goody boy point, and that is the motherfucking bosses. Oh my god. All the bosses are so fun and so unique. I do like how they mix together like real-time things and also just what is it called? Turn-based. That's right. Turn-based. I do like it because they actually play a lot around with the bosses, like making sure that every single boss that you meet is actually very unique. They have their own identity and they have their own funny little gimmicky mechanic that they put in. A fun little minigame, if you would call it that. But that is pretty much it for the combat and overall gameplay of the game. It's a lot of fun turn-based combat with interesting bosses and also mixed in with a lot of fetch quests around the map collections, as you would call them. And then also a bunch of funny poop-related, fart-related minigames as well. A galore of poop fart-related minigames. But let's go on to a way shorter and also a very impressive part of the game that I really enjoyed. Oh hell yeah, I've been waiting to talk about this part. One of the biggest things that surprised me with this game was the motherfucking quality of the music. Holy shit. I'm gonna come and I'm not gonna regret it. I don't regret even saying that. I'm not even gonna talk about the music. I'm just gonna let you hear it. Do I get a copyright strike? I don't fucking know. Maybe I will. I don't care. You deserve to hear this music. If you have not been sold yet on this game, then maybe the music will make you jiggle in your little panties. So let's just fucking get on with it. Let's go hear some banging ass music. Some of my favorite, not all of it. Let's hear it. God, I love it so much. Such a huge range of different kinds of music. And before we end off this section, I also just want to show off a little detail they also like to put into the music, which I just want to share with you. I want you to try and see if you can recognize what song this one is. Did you recognize it? It's one of the songs that I showed before it, but you can probably all guess it. And if you can guess it, write down in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get on to the final segment of the video. In total, I have a little bit over 20 hours of gameplay on South Park: A Fractured Butthole. And in my overall experiences, this has been amazing. I've had such a fun time. There were a few glitches here and there, and also the thing with not being able to figure out what was a side mission and what was not, and most of the thing in the game just being fetch quests and mini games. I have to say, probably the thing that hit me the hardest, that probably is really a tough one for this game, is that, not too much spoilers, but the final boss is kind of lackluster. It's really fucking meh. From the Stick of Truth, which I have not played, but I have seen gameplay of it, from the Stick of Truth with the badass fucking final boss, this final boss was kind of a letdown. Although they do have one secret boss, which I'm not gonna mention, that's up for you to find, that actually makes up for that, but still, the final boss was kind of a letdown. But in total, this has been an amazing experience. I want to go over just a few of the things that I really like. Like, for example, one of my favorite fighters is Call Girl, Wendy. I really like how she can just hit whoever she pleases all over the battlefield. She's very versatile. And then we have, of course, Kyle. No, not Kyle. Super Craig. Sorry, I couldn't remember that. Super Craig. Because he's just so fucking tanky. Oh, I love it. To be fair, a great thing this game does is basically all the characters are unique and awesome to play with. I don't think any of them are bad in any way, shape or form. Except for probably like Super Tweak. Super Tweak is pretty shit. But Super Craig though, oh, that's a tanky motherfucker right there. And all he does is punch? Love that guy. Before I finish off and give my final verdict, I do also kind of want to share other people's verdicts on this game. So I've gone on to Steam and I have found reviews from other players, which I will show up on the screen here. And for privacy's sake, I've made sure to crop it so that it's only the text to keep any one of these people anonymous who've made a comment. But let's just get right on into it then, shall we? Alright, first up we have 2 comments in one, because for some reason these 2 came together like Siamese twins. But whatever, I'll take them together because I thought they were both equally fucking hilarious. So let's just start with the first one. The game is really good, okay? I love the comment system. And it's turn-based movement, okay? Really good game, should get it. Okay. I love the Mr. Mackey voice, I thought that one was really funny. I just wanted to be a cool superhero, and now I'm trying to fix a gay relationship while collecting yaoi fan art of them? 10 out of 10. If you know, you know. Love that part. I just picked these 2 because I thought they were fucking hilarious. On to the next comment. This will only be one this time. And this one is another funny and positive one. Freedom Pals members. Poor. Wheelchair. Homosexual. Mentally ill. Black. Woman. They are so Netflix cast coded for real. That is so true. That is so true. They're also the ones that are more successful because they have a whole full-out plan that Timmy made in the basement of Token. I do want to say just a little thing, just a little jab at this comment. Like, woman, he's talking about call girl Wendy Testeberger, but she's actually not a part of the group. She's more of a rogue superhero, which is what I like about her. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's just me. Just as me being a little bit of a nerd, a little bit of an actual guy. But I also thought that was really funny because it pretty much gets down to the point of what it is. And on this third comment we actually have a negative one, but I will say they do actually have a point. I can completely understand them. The game is pretty cool and stuff, but the Ubisoft launcher? It tells me that it will bind the game to my Ubisoft account. When I click continue, it shows me that I had trouble with authorization of my ownership of the game. And not only I had the problem with this today, I also have the same problem after I bought the DLC, so it's not only for the game, the problem. And I can really see why this would completely ruin the experience for you, that you'd have to go through that bullshit to get into the game. I, as a PlayStation player, did not have this problem, so this might be a PC only. But that kinda sucks. So I can definitely see why this person felt that way. Oh, and on this last entry, this one's gotta be my favorite. It's another positive one, and if a thing could tell a million stories yet still be so simple, I think this comment gets it the best. It's a picture of Kenny. That's it. Someone just made a funny little picture of Kenny. It's pretty nice, you gotta admit. I gotta appreciate the work. More about you. Fucking love that shit. What a joyride. What a joyride. This has been such an amazing adventure for me. I'm so happy that I got to play this game. I got this for pretty cheap. It was very, very off price. I got it for like, what was it, like, fucking $7? $9? I think I got this game for. It's very much worth the price for like over 20 hours of just batshit fun. I will say, the final boss still stirs me the wrong way. It was really lackluster. With some of the other fights, literally fighting an Eldritch God, and then for that final boss, it was really anticlimactic. A really big letdown. And of course, here and now there were some stun glitches, but compared to modern gaming, it was nothing. It was nothing. Those glitches were absolutely nothing. I was like frozen for like 2 to 5 seconds, and then the freeze was over. It's nothing. It compares to nothing that modern gaming has to offer these days of batshit insane. Looking at you, Redfall. But in total, I have to be honest with you. Despite it gives me a little bit of a downside with the final boss, which kind of really hits poorly with the game to finish it off with, I gotta give this game a 9 out of 10. That's pretty much my honest review. It's a great game. It's got a good, funny story. It knows what it's doing. It's got amazing, funny combat. I mean, what other game can you inject yourself with crack baby DNA? In what other game can you have a backhand pimp slap fight to the death? Only in this game. Only in South Park. And goddamn am I happy for it. Some people may find it ridiculous, but sometimes you need a little bit of that ridiculousness. It's just nice. With all the shit that we have to play today, that there are still some games out there, even though they might be old and a few years behind, they can still be fun. I mean, just take a fucking look at BattleBit. I don't have any footage of that, but just take a look at BattleBit. That game is one hell of a surprise with the amount of people who support and love that game. But other than that, I think I'm gonna leave this review. 9 out of 10, that's my final review. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'm gonna leave you out on a sweet little note with a little intro so you can watch some of the wonderful minds behind this little sweet game. Thank you all so much for watching, and hope to see you all in the next one. And remember, if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everyone.
I love it here.
In fact, kiddo, would you excuse us for a moment? Mommy and Daddy have a little business to take care of upstairs.
Oh, you little sneak.
Oh no.
Did you really think you could stop bad things from happening?
Hey, I guess.
Don't you see that chaos always catches up with you? You've tried being a hero. Why not let your darker side free? There's
Well,
only one truth in this life, new kid. No matter how hard you try to change
you're freaking me out, man.
your dad will always have fucked your mouth.
No. Ah! Ah!